the women who worked at the factory?
Well, most of them were women from the country around, and I know it. I can remember riding in the country some on Sunday afternoon, carrying my parents around, giving them a little outing, and these different homes that were new and nice out in the country. And I remember we said the women were doing it with the jobs at the plant.
What did the homes look like?
Well, they would be nice little painted homes, you know. Not very big ever, but real comfortable looking.
Did you know any of these women?
Well, I would, there'd be some of them that I'd know, yes. And some of them that I'd always speak to when they'd pass my desk. When they'd come down on the elevator to go out at lunchtime, they'd pass right by my desk. And I knew a good many of them that way.
Did you get to know any of the four ladies?
Oh, yes, I knew. There was one main one, you know, that was over all of them. I knew her real well.
Who was she?
Miss Heflin.
Can you tell me about her?
Well, she was an older. She wasn't young, real young. She was older, and she was a smart woman.
So how did the women get to work?
Well, that's a good question. I guess they had some kind of automobiles, you know, trucks. And I do remember, I think somebody brought a load in a school bus.
So they weren't driving themselves usually?
Well, there might have been some of them that had cars.
What were the hours that the women worked in the factory?
Well, I believe they worked from 7 to 4. I know they started at 7, and I believe that they worked till 4. Might have been 4:30. I'm not sure about that quitting time.
Did they work on Saturday as well?
No, we didn't work on. Now, I worked in the office on Saturday morning, first few years, because we had salesmen. When we had the wholesale part, we had salesmen out in the. We had one in Corinth and one in New Albany and one south somewhere down the way, and they would come in on Saturday to turn in orders and get instructions from the boss, and we'd work till noon on Saturday.